Greetings everyone, my name is Altarian and welcome to Nuncreed's Drugstore, where we will be jumping into the telephone booth. Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing? Besides Mr. Nuncreed, no.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
This is not a normal phone booth. It's like, a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad? Nuncred's Nudes Drugstore! I mean, underground secrets! The password!
Beck opened the door and they all squeezed in.
We know what is going to happen. Alright, let's see.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground secrets. Sounds like that did something. Great, what now? I guess we...
The inside of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell.
Oh!
Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate.
Into the meat grinder.
Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground.
Oh,
The
we
air was stagnant
are
and smelled
here.
vaguely of chlorine.
I knew it. You knew that there was a secret hub full of storage tubes under the phone booth? Of course I did. Didn't I say that? No. I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the trans-dimensional conduit from Hank Atomic Issue 2 were real? Rolo, at one point or another, you've said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor. It looks like each of these is something written on them. Mining Operation Alpha. You guys know what it is? Not that I know of. This town is all farms and fertilizers. And a series of tubes. Paul always says you can only trust the miner up to the point when they hit gold. Not sure how that wisdom applies to the exact situation. The thing about Pa, you don't always realize what he means until it's too late. Perennial Harvest main office. That's where my mom works. What does she do? Sign stuff. Is she involved in all of this? We just moved in. How could she be involved? True. You never know, kid. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Is that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Why would Perennial Harvest have tubes going to the Valentine's place? This is strange to feel like something big. Starting to feel something big. The suit is a broken mask. So we have found our mystery warehouse creeper. We've at least found her hazmat suit. If it walks like Nuncreed and talks like Nuncreed, let's not jump to conclusions. Just saying. That's a lot of buttons. Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way enough around sci-fi
Rolo's
tech.
hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Don't touch the buttons for fun, man. Don't eeny, meeny, miny. Rolo, what did you do? Nothing! I didn't even mow it! What was that? Hide! Where? There is nothing but weird tubes down here. Just get back! Shit. 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 Awesome! You all need to come with me right now. We aren't going anywhere with you. Not until you gave us some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets? I told them that was an absurd password, but I love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? There is no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. What do you care about our skins? Hold on now, I like my skin. This all stops now, Nuncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound like him.
Oh,
Walt. You don't get to talk about my dad. You know, your father and I were friends back
He
there.
gestured toward the strange tubes.
All of this. That's a lie. It is true, I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks. So you were his sidekick? No. We were partners. He helped the patients and I helped him. Yep, total sidekick.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Ah, Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day Sharper Valentine comes to us. Says he's got an opportunity. He found something he didn't quite understand, and he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. And my dad said no. Your father and I both believed in helping people, but the thing I could never get him to understand was it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. Classic sidekick into villain plotline. Walt loved being righteous, almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about the thing though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead
He
and
shook
gone.
his head wistfully.
Sharper's long gone, but he still got me saying yes. Is there a point to the sub-story? Not really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the children.
I tried to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this. But you forced my
Luca
hand.
began to laugh.
What? You really don't know. My Grands isn't out of this. She's been shimming right under your nose. Juniper? Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party. She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would she?
Color drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know?
Apparently she knows a lot of things.
What?
Let's just say that this isn't the only underground lair we've been busted into today. And honestly, hers is way cooler. She got maps and explosions and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's doing right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now she's in danger, boy.
I don't know. She had a map with marker on with the fountain of the town square.
The fountain? But why
A jolt
would...
of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
She knows about the source.
What the heck is the source?
If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and... Dear God, she's going to freeze us all. You all need to run.
Run where?
Run where? Away. As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back.
That did not go how I expected. So... we're totally following, right? Totally. See you on the side. Whee! You good? Yep. Whee! I love this town. Whee!
Chapter 8. The Cold, Hard Truth. Beck leapt up, allowing the
cold.
suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carom her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth.
Nice system. I would like to have
All
that
of
as
a
well.
sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view. A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
Pew! Whee! 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 That was, intense. Yeah.
I think I might have parted with some fluids in there. Any idea where they are? Somewhere cold.
Doesn't look like it got us anywhere.
I didn't feel like we traveled that far.
So where did it all go?
This place sucks. Why would anyone ever want to blow something up out here? Only one way to find out, I suppose. Gotta catch up to Mr. Nuncreed. I think he went this way.
We have been here, and we know what this is.
Familiar, yeah.
Maybe clear it off with snow. Later. Can I clear it off still? No, it does not let me. Okay. Let me follow Mr. Nuncreed, which is more important. Yep, people. Yep, guys, we know. This is exactly...
Okay, this is starting to feel really familiar. I may not be the most well-versed in all things bacon pints, but this does look like someone's sort of frozen replica of town.
Ah, I got it. It's obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed's an alien.
Rolo.
Stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures.
Oh boy, here we go.
The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through the metallic wormholes back there. The final object is killing us all and shape-shift into a beacon-pint citizens of their choosing.
You really had me. But you very much lost me there. You get used to it. We should keep on moving.
We should.
As
There
they rounded the corner to
we
the frozen town square,
go.
they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center.
Oh no, she had already dropped all of her explosives with the cart and now she's holding a torch.
He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast.
Oh no.
Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss nearby. A wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Here we go, guys. Here we go. Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you're doomed the whole town.
Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Gran, what's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Listen to your grandma, Luke. This is between me and
The
Juniper.
woman back held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You've got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over the torch. You don't understand what you're doing.
How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be
Mr.
alive.
Nuncreed winced with anguish. His voice hardened.
That is not
They
true.
both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself, making their peace with long-held
God.
burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
What the hell? Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas about how to affect change.
Very convenient that your way just happened in line to line your pockets.
No, that is not
They
fair.
menaced at each other, both catching their breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge.
But we know what's going to happen. We know it's
Amid
going to
a blur
happen.
of emotions and memories, Luca's mind flooded with questions. The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
And the stillness. Then he began to weep, to hum. Yeah, let's start singing.
And in the stillness, he began to hum.
This is gonna be
After
weird.
the death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping. Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and hum a gentle melody. It was the only thing that could calm his mind. The only thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay. That melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his mother. Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud.
Get the chills the song. Will it change Grand's mind?
Gran lowered the torch, listening closely. As recognition slowly set in, her heart sank. Those countless nights of consolation, the incomparable loss they shared together. She let the torch fall to the snow and sizzle out. A few steps toward Luca was all she could bear before dropping to the snow herself. Through a flood of tears, she began to hum along, note for note. Luca lifted his head in astonishment. The last time he heard that melody was the last night he...
You know, I'm so sorry, my little Buckaroo. Buckaroo. The only people who call me that are my dad and your mother.
Luca blinked through blurry, watery eyes, trying to see more clearly. He could just make out the impression of a familiar face. He peered across the snowscape at the woman on her knees. Something about her was undeniably his mother, only smaller, older, changed.
So my assumption was correct. Ma. That's right, Buckaroo. Ma.
Luca sprinted as fast as he could toward his mother. They held each other close.
Mom was crazy that she could blow up everything, even her son. Whew.
Eleanor? I thought you were...
Gone. You should have known I would have never abandoned my son.
Eleanor looked down at Luca, tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness.
Oh.
You're a smart man, Joseph. I thought you'd have pieced it together by now.
You were exposed.
Mom, I don't understand any of this. What happened to you? Where did you go? Where did you leave me? I never left you. I was always right here, Luca. Why did you lie to me?
You tore me up, Luca.
But I did it to keep you safe.
Mother's love is always the best. Mother's love.
I thought that getting on to us would help us both move on. But the more I discovered, the more I realized the danger we were in. Until perennial harvest was stopped, it was better if everyone thought I was gone. You could have trusted me. These are bad people, Luca. They won't stop until they get what they want. And they don't care who gets hurt in the process. And what do? We have to stop them.
Joseph slumped into the cold, wet snow.
They can't be stopped. This is too big.
I have tried beating them at their own game. I'm done fighting with fire
For
with
the first
fire.
time in a long time, her voice felt like her own again.
No more lies. I see now there's a better way to stop perennial harvest. The cold, hard truth.
Luca gazed down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small. Joseph stared into the snow, as if searching it for answers.
Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash.
Wow. Beautiful. Heartwarming. You don't understand. He always wins.
Chapter 9.
Woo!
The Devil You Know.
The devil
7
you know.
months ago.
Whew, guys, give me a second. Let me clean my nose.
Eleanor Van Horn
Alright.
crept down the maze of sterile hallways under perennial harvest. She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering. No turning back now. She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door buzzed open with mechanical efficiency. She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant. It was some sort of laboratory. In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base.
Okay.
She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers. They were experiment reports on something called Tempus liquamen. There were dozens of them. Every one stamped, failed. Eleanor heard the sharp echo of footsteps approaching. She was out of time. Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod. Muttering a curse under her breath, she dashed over and dove inside.
That's not good. That's not good. So she was in a pod and she was being experimented on by accident. And that is what change is all about. Come on, Eleanor. Grabbing the future by the scuff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I'm tickled pink that we will be all making the choice together. This man is a liar! Excuse me? I will not. This town has dangerous secrets and perennial harvest only exists to keep it hidden. Nonsense. They picked up the whole damn town and moved it right under our noses. You aren't making any sense, dear.
Mr. Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic tone.
Imagine such a thing. It's absurd and just plainly impossible.
They promised they would fix fall harvest. They told us they would clean up this place. We just had to leave town for a few days. But while they had us evacuated...
Mrs. Hartford, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to...
I'm afraid you're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You snivel little worm.
This is growing tiresome. A little help, please.
Don't you see all this? This festival is a sham. An excuse to have the whole town gather in one place. They're planning something awful. I don't know what, but these people are wicked.
Don't listen to her. She has absolutely no proof.
I am the proof. I am Eleanor Van Horn.
Whispers filtered through the crowd.
Well, aren't you just sneaky as the dickens?
We all knew Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true. And now this town is paying the price.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry about this disruption. My associates will take this obviously disturbed woman somewhere comfortable, so that she can be helped. She needs it. She's not the one who is disturbed. You two-timing clown? Yes, he had a change of heart. You all know there's something wrong with this town. It was just easier to look to the other way. The truth is...
That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncrete.
Torment dragged on Joseph Nuncrete's face.
Do you get it? This little boy. The obligation of caring for this boy. This is Valentine. This is him. He found a secret. He made himself young again. Yes, sir. Take them away.
No, I want to see this. Ah, the ever-temperous Eleanor Van Horn. You've been quite a thorn in my side, like a weed that burrows in where it doesn't belong. I must confess you look
He
dreadful.
paused for a moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Considering yourself in rare company, you've managed to pull one over me. It won't happen again. I know you had some sort of plan to disrupt the little party, but alas, I expected something a bit more impressive than incoherent rambling. No matter, your failures are yours to bear. Mr. Kerr?
Yes, sir.
It's a shame it was cut short, but thank you for that rousing oratory. I will take it from here.
Yes, sir, of course, sir.
You have done quality work for me, William. You can look forward to the compensation we agreed
Kerr
upon.
gave a bow of deference.
Founder, you're most gracious.
Gasps rippled through the crowd.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on
Solomon
out.
pulled a glass vial from his pocket. In one smooth motion, he downed its... A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
You can all call me Sharper
His
Valentine.
body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
That must
A
hurt.
hushed horror gripped the crowd. This is
There
a story
we
about
go.
change.
What? No!
So you didn't see that coming. Good.
Sharper examined his new hands.
Well, this is quite the improvement. Everything looks so much smaller now. Eleanor was right about one thing. The festival was a ruse. I wanted you all to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? It is a celebration, people! Maybe it would help if we set the mood. Mr. Kerr, be a dear and reveal the sign. Sharper Valentine Festival. Wonderful.
Sharper choked out a crude squawk of a laugh. Frustrated grumbles sprinkled through the crowd.
Sharper, you malicious bastard, huh?
Malice.
I'm glad you're back so I can tell it to your face. You destroyed this town. We ain't gonna let you get away with it again, huh?
Sorry, but this is not the time for audience participation. Some assistance, Mr. Kerr.
William Kerr gave a subtle nod to the clipboards.
You coward!
Does someone else have something to contribute?
Helpless quiet settled over the crowd.
I thought so. Did you all truly believe you could be free of me? A town of complete and utter fools. You people should be celebrating my return. You're clearly lost without me. And that leads me nicely to my children. Daddy? I gave you both the greatest gift a parent can give. The opportunity to prove yourselves in my absence. Squandered. To say I'm disappointed would be an understatement. But silence, Augustus, an adult is speaking. I don't know which is worse, a son who is complete hopeless, or a daughter with such potential who inevitably lets me down. Harris, you failed me with admirable consistency. Thankfully, I was counting on it this time. Father, I've been wasting my time, dear. What have you accomplished? I was confused on cementing our legacy. I was focused on cementing our legacy.
Legacy? Who needs a legacy when you can just live forever?
But what about...
It's alright, kiddo. I'm afraid you suffer from a complete lack of imagination. There's just no helping it. Now then, where's Joseph?
You didn't take off the opportunity to slip off, did ya?
Ah, there he is.
Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would have been possible without Joseph. I think you've said enough.
Nonsense, these people deserve to know how helpful and loyal you have been.
I only did what I did because he left me no choice.
You always had a choice, Joseph. You were simply too weak to take it. No matter, cheer up. You're about to be richer beyond your wildest dreams. And you should follow Mr. Kerr's example, everyone. When I found him, he was in a sorrier state than any of you. An acting actor desperate to recapture his youth. He played his part and soon he'll be able to play the leading man again. Forever, in fact, he remains loyal. It goes for all of you. Well, those who haven't already frittered away my goodwill. Beacon Pines is mine again, and I'm willing to share its spoils in exchange for absolute loyalty. Are you saying William Kerr has never changed? Was never in charge of perennial harvest? Ha! You think that puffed up blatherskite could have accomplished all of this? Down, I suppose it's time for your big exclusive.
Sharper addressed the crowd with indignant pride. He'd planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition, It almost felt frivolous.
You see, I need a head figure to hold things down while I orchestrate my return. Someone to misdirect lie and blink this town for a spell. So I invented William Kerr. Take a bow, you've earned it.
Mr. Kerr flourished a preposterously elaborate bow.
Patrick C. Montesquieu, therapeutic extraordinaire at your service. Founder, I just want to thank you again for this opportunity. It's truly a role of a lifetime. Wait. So this Bill Kerr was Patsy the whole time? Now that your secret is out of the open, what's to stop this town to rise up against you? Oh, that is the delicious spot. Fear. Thanks to our clipboards, I know that each and every one of this town fears the most. And I will make the most fear manifest for everyone who steps out of the line. The choice is simple. I'm not afraid of you. Huh? The young hero. I've kept an eye on you, boy. You and your friends made a habit of disrupting my plans. What a pity. If things would have gone a bit differently, you might have had your moment of triumph. But that's fate for you. You can't do this. Oh, but I can. Certainly, I have won. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time. And now time is my plaything. Perhaps the most expensive thing I've ever bought. But well worth it.
Sharper coughed up one final laugh and cracked his knuckles.
Enough chit-chat, let's get to work, shall we?
And so, Sharper set about remaking the town in his own image. The fertilizer factory soon reopened for business. Sales rose steadily as more and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous properties.
What?
Beacon Pines became famous, a secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with all. Gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winters grew longer and longer.
Oh.
The end.
No, we failed
This
again.
is wrong, but things are becoming clearer now.
Yeah,
You can
that's
feel
true.
it, right?
That's definitely true.
We can't let Sharper win.
No.
He might just be the key to this whole thing.
Sure
Let's
he is.
see.
Let's see, what do we have? We have Weep. We have Malice. We have Refuse. We have so many options still to do, guys. Damn it. This will be for next episode. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, drop a comment down below, and I will see you next episode. Have a good day, everyone.